All right, well, we'll just get into it then. My mom was 15 years old when she first came to the United States from Mexico, the same age as I when she left home. She tells me about how she swam across the river to get here, arms and legs aching with both give and let. Give, give, give. My mom has always been a giver, even when all she wanted to do was just let herself go limp and be swept under the belly of the tide. She tells me about the arms of the river slapping raw and rapid against her skin, trying to swallow her whole. She tells me about the coyote who gathered her destiny in his arms, slung it over his shoulders, and carried her the rest of the way there. Mi ama is the strongest Latina that I know. She is the strongest person that I know. She is the woman who taught my brothers and me what it means to love, and love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. And my mom has embedded this into my skin, teaching me the legacy of sacrifice in our DNA. Love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. Braving the adversity of being an illegal, an alien, a prisoner in this purported land of the free. My mom still grapples with that river every single day, dodging ice in our neighborhoods, that elusive boogeyman haunting the undocumented in this country. She was eventually able to get her papeles. Love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. It's my mother speaking the language of her children, whose language is slowly slipping away until the R's in our sentences are only a slight stumble on the roof of our mouths and are no longer rolling anymore. It's my mother untangling the twine of a foreign language around her native tongue and overcoming the anxiety that swells in her chest when her mouth can wrap itself around Spanish, but English sits hesitantly at the bottom of her throat, never to be launched into existence. Love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. My mom has endured the abuse of employers who are quick to take advantage of those who struggle to speak the language, who mistake accent for uneducated and don't understand. An accent just means you know two languages. All this to send home a paycheck, that American dollar lifeline to a family still living in poverty back in Mexico. She knew it meant the difference between food on the table and starving, between clothes in the winter or freezing. Love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. Mi ama has grappled with el machismo. His cold, bloodshot stares have left handprints on the darkest corners of her heart. His abuse has left her body a crime scene. Now the choked breath her lungs are somehow courageous enough to utter today. Machismo's spirit lived on through husbands whose cold, calloused hands never learned the give that my mom always gave and only knew take, 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 until there is nothing left. Their hands are still phantom and su piel, like a chalk outline that remains long after the crime has been committed. Love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. And this is the reality of being an immigrant in the United States of America. It is reliving that immigration story, facing that river every single day and living with the fear of drowning. It is sowing the seeds that you wish to reap in the search for a better life. Woo!